Hi there and welcome. My name is Kirill and today we're going to be doing a 15-minute shoulder opening sequence. This is a sequence of yoga-based exercises or postures that have been designed specifically to really open up your shoulders. Chances are that these days you spend a lot of time either sitting or hunched over a computer. It doesn't matter what you're doing, even if it's online shopping. Your back and shoulders are naturally rounding. You're getting your chest squeezed in. Maybe you find it a little bit difficult to breathe. Maybe you find or feel a little bit of a pain in your back and in your neck. So what I'm going to show you today, now it's not a silver bullet, but it does help you to open up your shoulders and get that counterbalancing opening action going. Now, to get started, we'll need some sort of a belt or a rope, whatever the case may be. Strongly recommend having some sort of a bolster or a pillow. If you don't have one, no big deal, but I strongly suggest that you get one. So we are going to get started by sitting on a bolster. Sitting on a cushion or a pillow has an effect of elevating your pelvis off the floor, and it helps to straighten your spine. And once your spine is straight, it really helps to open up your shoulders. So find yourself situated cross-legged sitting, whatever works for you. Place your hands on your knees and really roll back your shoulders. Lift up your chin. Now, if you have your hands on your knees, squeeze your biceps or flex your biceps to really pull in your chest forward. Feel the engagement in your lats as if you're just pulling everything forward. Take a few moments here to take a couple of deep breaths and notice what's different about your breath. Notice how with this chest open, breathing feels very different. You feel like you can take in more air. It feels like you're more open and more alive, actually. Next, let's reach high with our left hand. Place it on the opposite knee, and we're going to reach behind our back with our arm and simply rotate or twist to the right. Not too much, just to feel the stretch in your side body and the stretch in your shoulder. Holding this for 5 breaths, keeping your spine nice and long. Slowly coming back to the center, let's do the other side. So reach high, hand goes on the opposite knee, reach behind your back. You can place your hand on your fingertips to give you that height, keeping your spine nice and straight. Slight twist to the left. Slowly coming back to the center. Reaching high with your left hand, walk your fingers to the side and flexing through our left side body. Fixing our gaze past the armpit. You should feel a nice stretch in your side body. 5 breaths in this pose. Coming back through the center, transitioning to the other side. You want to keep rotating your chest so that you're not falling inwards, but really opening to the sky. Feeling the space in between your ribs, slightly expanding and collapsing as you're breathing in and out. Excellent. Now let's take those hands, bring them behind your back, interlock your fingers, and squeeze the palms together. Really lengthen the spine, roll back your shoulders, lift up your chin. Sitting here, and don't forget to press your palms into each other, really squeezing the shoulder blades together, feeling the openness in our chest. Take advantage to take of this pose to take a few deep inhalations and exhaling through the mouth. Just a few more breaths here, enjoying this awesome stretch. Let go of the hands. Get rid of your pillow or a bolster if you were sitting on it. And come on your hands and knees. Obviously, having a mat is good. You feel free to double it up if you have sensitive knees. Knees directly under your hips, palms directly under your shoulders. Once you found this pose, walk your hands probably a foot forward, keeping your hips where they are. Start bringing your chest and your elbows towards the ground. Depending on your level of flexibility, you may melt all the way down to the floor, or you may not. Doesn't matter. Find that point where you feel just enough stretch to keep you feel comfortable. You should feel it in your lats, in your shoulders. Just an awesome stretch. Keep pressing your sit bones towards the ceiling or the sky if you're doing it outside. Breathing in all the way in through the nose and out of the nose. Slowly walk your hands back. Come into tabletop. Now reach with your left hand and thread it under your right armpit, bringing the left shoulder to the ground, keeping your sit bones up in the air. One round of inhalation and exhalation. We're coming back to the center. Let's do the other side. Take the right hand and thread it under your left armpit, pressing the shoulder to the ground, feeling the stretch in your back delts. And on the next exhalation, coming back down to the floor, shifting into downward dog, and let's walk our feet towards our hands, slowly rolling up into standing, something that we call a mountain pose. So hands, rather feet, directly under our hips. Make sure that you find your neutral pelvis. Press the hands so that the palms are facing up. Roll back your shoulders, lift up your chin. Find that stability in the pose. Let's inhale. Bring the hands to the sky. At the same time, try to relax your shoulders. Holding this for 5 breaths. You're trying to squeeze the shoulder blades together, so you're really trying to rotate your elbows towards the back of the room here. On the next exhalation, open your arms into a cactus position. So once again, you really want to press those elbows towards the back of the room, keeping the rest of your body nice and straight. Pressing the shoulder blades together. Now make fists and bring your hands behind your back, fists facing each other. Connect the fists, roll back your shoulders. Lift up your chin. 5 breaths here. Keep breathing. Enjoy the openness, the newly found openness in your chest. And notice how different that feels. On the next exhalation, let go of your fists. Bring the hands behind your back. Interlock the hands together. Press the palms into each other. Pressing the arms into the sky, folding forward. Don't worry about having your straight knees here. That's not the point. Your knees should be slightly bent. And really let the gravity do its job and press those arms into the sky. Let your head hang down. You may feel a bit of a rush of blood into your head. That's quite normal. Feel free to come out of this pose if you feel that you have to. Otherwise, we're going to spend a couple more breaths here. Excellent. Slowly release the hands back to the floor and sitting down back onto our cushion or on our mat. Now, this is where you bust out the belt or the rope. Grab the belt with your left hand and lift your hand over your head. With the other hand, grab the other end of the rope. I'm gonna go in reverse. And as you're sitting cross-legged, start walking your hands towards each other along the entire length of the belt until you find that zone of comfortable discomfort where you feel the tension and the opening of your arms, but it's just comfortable enough for you to sustain it for a couple of minutes. Keep squeezing the shoulder blades together, pressing the elbows towards the back of the room. And most importantly, keep breathing and smiling. This is a 15-minute sequence that you can easily incorporate into your day, whether in the morning, lunchtime, maybe late afternoon, or even evening. Especially during the times when you find yourself sitting too long, too much, hunching over a computer desk, or anything else that you might be doing where you're trying to naturally just look at the screen or hunch over something. I'm going to take a couple more breaths here and we're going to switch to the other side. Release the rope. Shake off your hand, roll back your shoulders, and let's switch arms. So now the right hand goes up, the belt keeps folding back, reach behind your back with the other hand, grab the end of the belt, and walk your hands towards each other. Depending on the tightness of your shoulders, this could be very, very difficult. So be patient here. Don't be a hero. Control your ego and find that minimum effective dose that you want to expose your body to today. Remember, yoga is a journey, it's a process. You don't get to a specific destination just by ending up there. So be patient with yourself and just focus on that incremental improvement as you execute this sequence or any other yoga sequence that you're working on. And just focus on the present moment in the experience of the body right here, right now. Continuing to breathe in this pose, pressing the elbows towards the back of the room, squeezing the shoulder blades together. And finally, on the next exhalation, releasing everything. Roll out your wrists clockwise, counterclockwise. Roll back your shoulders. Interlock your hands behind your back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and slightly bend forward. And coming back to the center, place your hands on your knees. Once again, roll back your shoulders. Take a deep inhalation through the nose. And a cleansing, releasing exhale through the mouth. I hope you found this sequence enjoyable. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.